Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 4. And for Utah, Nurkic is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position. Possessions can end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Now, here's Nurkic. Clock at 6. Bailey with the ball. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And the Jazz with possession after Jaylen Brown's miss. Down low, here's Walsh. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Bailey. Nurkic a screen on Brown. Here's Bailey. A 3-ball. The rebound by Cada. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Brown. Here's Walsh. Celtics passing it around. Brown right side. Count it, good.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Pass to Mikhailuk. To the wing on the left. Back to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And White kicks to Brown. He takes it in. Out to White. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Outside, George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now, here's Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. White covering. Here's George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count that one. Walsh has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. George passes to Bailey. It's stolen by Brown. Pushing it up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
So quick to get off his feet. Bailey has the instincts and the length to be an impact defender.
Celtics leading by 4. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. Bailey passes to Mikhailuk to end the drought, and they pick up 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Austin with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz, and it's White missing. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside, Markkanen to the inside. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Mikhailuk. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. The rebound by the Celtics. Keita's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown the pass to Pritchard. There's the pick. Inside. And Keita gets it to go.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Markkanen, top of the key. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right the pass to Walsh. Here's Keita. Pass to Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And the first one drops.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now here's Brown. Hauser finds Pritchard. Outside, White. From outside the arc, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Outside, Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Mikhailuk. Another miss by Utah. And here's Boston. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pritchard passes to Keita. George with the steal. Tipped away. It's stolen by Pritchard. to the inside. Here's Hauser. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Markkanen, good.
Get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Pass to Hauser. Brown deciding where to go with it. And he makes good on the layup. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 10. From the wing. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Mikhailuk. No good on the triple.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The shot's good.
To me, this is when Derek White is at his most dangerous. When the jumper is falling, it opens up the other aspects of his game.
Now George. Here's Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Here's Simons. Pass to Hauser. Boucher the screen. Hauser misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 10. Now Nurkic. Boucher defending. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
We know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
Simons against George. Simons, the pass to Boucher.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Here's Collier. Down low. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you, Kevin.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Simon. Still yet to score. Boucher with a screen on George. Simons, the pass to Hauser. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Simons. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Simons. Now Hauser. And Simons has it in the corner. Over George. Simons getting it done. What a move.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Back to George. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Jazz again can't hit it. Boston leading by 8. Pass to Simons. Celtics passing it around. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Jazz shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Still without a basket. To the left wing. Here's Collier. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Collier, and it's Filipowski in at power forward. That's the group right now for Utah. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
The first one falls, and Utah making a change here. Both free throws good from Filipowski. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the middle. Tillman passes to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Pritchard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Celtics leading by 6. Simons the pass to Pritchard. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pritchard passes to Simons. Hendricks pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Filipowski. 5 on the clock. It's blocked. Pritchard with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. A kick out to Simons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Jazz making a switch here. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Nails the baby hook.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Alkailu passes to Markkanen. Boucher with the steal. Here's Hauser. Pass to Simons. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Utah trailing here. Right wing. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Drills the three-pointer.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Boston making some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Sam Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Anfernee Simons. So it's the Celtics now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Here's White. Good on the triple. White's got 8 points.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Outside, Markkanen. Bailey passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent scout, you're getting the best defender, you might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now, here's Brown. He has 5. Just 2 to shoot. Here's White. No good on the 3. Jazz trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Tillman. Here's Pritchard. White left side from 13. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
Austin's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Tillman. Now White. Boucher sets a screen for White. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. White's got 11 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Jazz with some changes. Nurkic checked in for Filipowski. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a three-point game. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz need to get off the shot here. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 13. Nurkic setting the pick for George. Sinks the triple. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. White's got 9 points in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here's Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Pritchard. The shot by George, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Pritchard with the ball to the inside. Queta, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Queta's got his second basket.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Boston. Walsh is checked in. And it's Simons in for Pritchard. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Nurkic. Now Bailey. He has 5. Outside for George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. And it's Bailey in the corner. It's deflected. Outside, White. Back to Brown. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. And here is Simon. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low. Markkanen with the slam.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big time finish.
Brown dishes to White. Here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Pulls it up. Queta controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Queta's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to George. And the officials call a traveling violation.
The ball goes to Boston.
Here's Boston. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside, Simon. George with the steal. Into the lane.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Brown outside. Back to Simons. Over George. And it's Simons missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 5. Pass to Bailey. George against Simon. Clock at 6. And George, here we go. From downtown, the rebound by Queta. Queta's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Simons against George. Left side, Simons. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the center position.
There's a lot to deal with when you're talking about Markkanen. This guy is skilled at 7 feet, can put it on the deck. This guy's just a very difficult guy to guard.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Free throw, no good for Markkanen.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today.
Now here's White. Here's Walsh. Off target from outside. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys?
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's George. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Bailey passes to Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bailey with the ball. He has 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boston.
Celtics leading by 4. Brown kicks to White. Pass to Walsh. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. To the paint. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Mikhailuk's got 5 points so far.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. Brown outside. Over Bailey. And it's Brown missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Markkanen looking it over. Just 5 to shoot.
I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen right there. Puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
For 2, Lauri Markkanen.
That one drops. He ties it up. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Walsh. Brown outside. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Fast break. Here we go. And White slams it in.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
George dishes to Markkanen. Over to the left wing. Pass to Bailey. Pritchard against George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 7 points in the game.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Here's Walsh. Back to Pritchard from the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Jazz with the lead. And George, here we go. And Utah again with the bucket.
Stop on a dime, pull up and get into your jump shooting motion. Go ahead, Keontae.
Outside, White. Inside, Walsh. And he goes in for the dunk.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Pass to Mikhailuk.
I see him.
George looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by the Celtics. Kata's got 11 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. Here's Kata. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for him. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Jazz passing it around. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Kata. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. George sets a screen. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Brown outside. Inside. Out to White. Here's Mikhailuk. He has 5. Pass to George. Nurkic, a screen on Pritchard. Now Bailey. He's covered by Brown. Nurkic, D right on him. Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Pritchard. Defended by George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in.
This is where the length of Keontae George helps, right? Inside, he's so much longer than your typical guard.
Hauser up top. Pass to Pritchard. Over George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Pritchard's got 5 points so far. George against Pritchard. Here's Bailey. And here's George for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Pritchard against George. It's stolen by Bailey. And George, here we go. The shot by Filipowski, no good. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's Pritchard, following the three-pointer by Utah. Pass to Kata. Now here's White. Now Hauser. It's good from long range. He has 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Switch here. Hendricks is checked in. Boston making a switch here. George against Simon. Pass to Bailey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Boston leading by 3. Brown outside. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Here's Bailey. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Simons surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George passes to Hendricks. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Bailey. Hauser defending. Hendricks. A miss that time would have put him up. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. And it's Hauser in the corner. Boston again missing. Utah's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Mykhailiuk passes to Bates. And here's George for 3. They get it again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Boston making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Collier. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Simon. They need this one. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen a screen on Simon. 5 to shoot. Here's Filipowski. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Boston shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Hauser. Hits the three-point bomb. Hauser's got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Markkanen passes to Collier. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it's Collier missing.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Pritchard passes to Simons. Back to Pritchard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pritchard's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Celtics. And Filipowski now top of the key. Pass to Collier. Here's Hendricks. Outside, Markkanen. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Now Pritchard. Here's Simons. And he banks in the layup. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Now, here's Simons. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Jazz, Taylor Hendricks. 2 shots.
And And he makes the first. Good on both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Simons. It's good. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh, covered by Simons. Here's Collier. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 8. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From 15 feet away, Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Simons. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Boucher. Here's Tillman. Outside, Simons. Over Collier. Again, Simons missing.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. And then for Boston. Garza's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Chris Boucher. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pritchard with the ball. Out to White. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 19 points.
A sneaky good scorer. I don't know that you define Derek White as a scorer. He's sort of jack of all trades, but boy, he's cooking right now.
Now, here's Nurkic. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz working the ball around now. Another miss by Utah.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss. Celtics leading by 8. Now Pritchard. Here's Garza. He's guarded by Nurkic. Tries again. Garza gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Collier. To the inside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And the basket is good. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Here's Collier. Filipowski in the corner. Pass to Sensabaugh. Brown against Markkanen. And nothing is falling for him right now. Brown on the move. And Brown throws it down hard.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. to the middle. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Free throw, no good for Nurkic.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Yusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Brown outside. That one's not going to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Such a wide open look. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Cato. A putback.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's closer to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Team foul. At the line for your Jazz, Celtics taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Boston leading by 7. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. George finds Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. White covering. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
The ball goes to Boston.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Brown missing. Jazz trail by 9. Down low. Here's Bailey. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Now here's Brown. Outside, White to the paint. And Cato gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 9.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
George passes to Nurkic. Back to George. Outside, Markkanen. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to White. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Outside, Markkanen. Bailey passes to George. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Outside Brown. Now White. Now Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Peyton Pritchard. No good from 3. Jazz trail by 8. Now Bailey. Oh, contorting his body for the double clutch layup.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Pritchard against George. outside White. Here's Pritchard. From deep. It's good.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. 9-point game.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
They set the pick. Brown outside. Wide, a screen on George. Pritchard gets it to go. Down low.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Now Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Now Markkanen. For three. That shot no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Now White. Brown fires. The three doesn't go.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
It's stolen by Pritchard. White looking around. Now Pritchard puts up the three. Bailey pulls it down.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. And here is Brown. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, what about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Derek White.